Not afford to be a dual income household because of childcare is not affordable.
Okay.
Anything that can give that, I would love to have my husband working again. That'd be fantastic.
Okay.
But that's huge. I know that we have tax incentives on tax bills, but that at best covers one month.
Yeah.
Especially for infant care. It's just unfortunate that like building your family is becoming a higher income threshold versus middle to lower class.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you, and it's. I just had a meeting yesterday. I was talking with child care providers on how do we increase the state reimbursement rate to build the child care infrastructure so that more working families can afford to go to work, like you just said.
And it's a double-edged sword because while that service is expensive, it needs to be. I want my child care to be that threshold. It needs to be that quality and across the board. Teachers should be paid more, and it also should be less for me. I want more things. But yeah, I know I'm not the only one, at least in my demographic in my area, specifically over by Echelon Elementary. That's where my roots are laid at the moment. But yeah, affordable child care, whether that be subsidies or availability, or even something through school districts, if there's something for pre-K, any alleviation would do wonders.
So Echelon doesn't provide any.
We just so I've lived in Lomita most of my life. I just recently moved back after living in Torrance for a while, but because the cost changes have been very different from when I last lived here till current, it's just not an option for us. My son just turned 1, so the needs of my son cost him rent at least $2,200 a month for childcare. And that's not including meals, that's not including diapers, that's not including any extra things that he may or may not need. The price will go down over weekends, but that doesn't solve the problem. Now, where my husband's salary would go to that, and we would be a stay-at-home dad because I have a higher income capacity.
But so there isn't any infant or toddler care.
Not affordable.
Not affordable. $2,200 a month.
Yes, nothing for anything less than $2,200.
Did you look into I was just learning about there are the small family-based child care providers like up to 6 kids, and then there's the larger ones 12, and then there's the child care centers.
We've looked at it even just with other state rent programs, and because of my income capacity, we're just on the outside of that threshold.
Yeah.
So we make too much money to get any kind of pay outside of our tax returns and savings for programs like that.
Okay.
So we're just
How do you make it more affordable for working families?
yes.
Which goes back to dealing with our employment issues, right?
Well,
We have a